Hello everyone, Krydax here, and welcome back to pYanodon's Season 3. I'm working on building more trains here because we learned that we're kind of running out. So I'm plopping down those four. Those are all going to be for fluids. And then over here we decided we're going to add more solids. And hopefully that'll be good enough for a while. Yeah. There's a lot of trains flying around these days. I don't know what exactly it is that's causing all of the extra traffic. I guess I turned back on arcade, so these are running again for the first time in a while. It looks like I'm out of Vraux, so that's a problem. That's surprising that I'm out of Vraux. I guess, never mind, it's not, because we're still making rubber with Vraux. Are two inserters not fast enough? Huh. It might not be. Interesting. I can probably go for a little bit more flora now that it's triple stacked. I guess I could stack moss too, if I really wanted. Ugh, there's just so much going on. Oh no! Wait! Fluorospolinin has ruined the eggs? Oh gosh. How did that happen? I don't even know. Well, that should fix that problem. Okay, well, anyway, still struggling with trains. We've got these built. Let me take a stack of wood, put it in each one. Unfortunately, I think it's construction bots that have to deliver that, right? So that's gonna take like 5 years. Probably. Or can logistics bots do it? I don't know. Anyway, down here. Oh wow, there's already one at the depot. That's crazy. Okay, I see the problem. Those aren't powered up. Yeah, we should be able to have 6 more trains here. That should be helpful. Seems like pyscience 2 is finally rolling, and that's doing a lot of costing us things. Also, look at that pyscience 1 buffer. Can we talk about how awesome that is? Can we talk about how we're out of animal samples because of the rubber issue? What am I controlling? Oh, if plasmids and primers are done. Okay. These stupid incubated petri dishes. I think we're still not making enough. I think I'm gonna add another inserter into each of those. And I might add one more here. Just to help account for spoilage time. I think it might actually help. I need that, and then we need one placing onto this side. That's long like that. Okay, and then we connect that, enable the same condition. Alright, so that'll get done automatically, and that should help slightly with these not having enough incubated petri dishes. I don't really know. I guess I could move this and put another one on this side. But yeah, the incubated petri dish problem is very real. I should have done this differently. I really should have done that differently. I don't know if I really need to switch it right now, but I could. Anyway, what were we doing? We're working on the bitumen thing, and our auto mall was freaking out. Still is freaking out, it seems. We need flotation cells to be a normal thing now. Yeah. Flotation cell. 5. What is this? Hydro classifier. Used in... I don't really think we need those. We only need those when we need those. You know, they're not an ingredient in something else. I don't really think we need them. What else are we working on? Jaw crushers, wet scrubbers. Wait, didn't I add the pie tank 65 milliliter? I did. And we have... Oh no, we haven't made any yet. Okay. Are we out of steam engines? I think we might be out of steam engines. Oh yeah, here, let's help this thing out. Make it go a bit faster here. Oh yeah, we're out of steam engines. I guess I'm gonna bump that up to 400. Wait. What's the... Yeah, that's correct. And then this thing also needing iron. Pipes are nicely buffered at 2500. That should be enough. Okay. The other thing we could do is stack the iron with a stack inserter. Like these. And then turn that off. And that should be more per second than we're currently getting. And I think we could do something like this to go even faster. No, I thought that might drop faster, but it doesn't. Anyway, that should get me more iron than the other way. Uh-oh, now we're out of iron. That seems bad. We're not like out of iron, right? It's just the train's taking a while. We might be. This belt's going kind of slow. Yikes. Yikes. I guess Phoenix is eating quite a bit. No, that's not eating quite a bit. What is eating it? Nichrome? Oh, this Phoenix. No. That's still only 0.7 a second. Looks like the iron's getting eaten somewhere in here for, like, small parts. Yeah. Something. Okay, well... It's not really stuff I can worry about right now. I mean, I could worry about it right now. I'm worried about lots of things right now. I guess we also just made a ton of train stops, so that's, like, part of the problem. Oh, this is kind of bad. Okay. So these are all solids depots. And I want this one to go to another one. Go somewhere else. There you go. Go away. Okay. And then we need a wagon. Surely 6 more trains will keep us set for a while. And at some point, we may have to deal with some traffic. Getting jammed up. Okay, add station, and we need fluids depot. And automatic. Perfect. Okay, so there's enough fluid wagons. 4 more fluid wagons has got to be enough. I think we probably only had about 6 before-ish. And this is 6 more trains. Hopefully that's enough. Let's grab wood. Place in. Place in. Place in. Place in. Place in. Place in. And then add station, solids depot. Copy that along, and then we just gotta turn them on to automatic once they're fueled. How's our ash looking, by the way? Looking pretty good. We've got rich clay forever, for what it's worth. So maybe I should be using that stone brick recipe, I don't know. Okay, anyway, how's the auto mall looking? We're stuck on flotation cells, stuck on steam engines, stuck on multi-purpose crackers, stuck on steam engines. Everything's stuck on steam engines, it seems. Everything's stuck on the steam engines. What if I... Oh, that's funny. They're coming to pick up the wood from right here. For, fueling the trains. Do I need another little buffer here? I feel like I do. Okay, well, it's going as fast as it can. And the small parts is now becoming the problem. Yeah, we need more fast inserters in here. That needs to be fast. Needs to be fast. Okay, let's grab some more fast inserters. More yellows. A few more pipes. And then I would love to start building this. So first is our bitumen block, which we put somewhere else. Yeah, this is our bitumen block. So this is what I'd love to build first. And where are we going to be mining the oil sands? Well, there's always this patch. I don't know if I could quite get enough oil sand extractors onto this because of the rails. We could always squiggle the rails around. That's still an option. But I thought we had another good oil sand patch somewhere. Yeah, this one. This one's just ripe. Ripe for the taking. I was looking to get 22. You think we can fit 22 on here? I'm not sure. But either way, the stations that I think we're gonna want would be over here, and then we just build the whole thing along there, or... Or maybe down here? Yeah, I don't know how many stations we'll need, though. But yeah, let's build down here, and then... I'm gonna delete those, because our outputs include soot, an actually high amount of soot. Which... That's a lot of lead ore we get out. And lead costs acetylene. Like that's making us a lot of acetylene right there. Which is an interesting idea. But we don't have soot disposal officially, I don't think. Like I have soot disposal in this context. No, this is soot disposal. Okay. So maybe we have a system that when we have enough lead and silver, we start making lead ore. Or silver and gold, we start making lead ore with soot. But we do have soot disposal. At least at 15 a second. So I don't have to worry about that. Stone, I don't have to worry about. I should just throw in a super trasher, probably. For that. And then the rest is just a bunch of fluids. So we'll do a super trasher for fluids. Probably 2 of them. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because coke oven gas. And then we've also got 1 billion coke. So I'll probably need 2 coke providers. Okay. So then what we're looking at here is... And do I need any requesters? Filtration media. Maybe some steams. We'll need naphtha and oxygen. And what's the ash for? The ash is for the mixer. I'm thinking we need a small enough amount of ash that I might just burn... some coke. 4 coke a second would get me how much steam? I'm not sure. But it's possible that burning that coke... I mean, we get so much coke out, and this is one of those, like, tied together processes. So if I burn coke to get this ash, we'll never not have that. Well, I guess the steam, though. Well, where's the steam needed? The steam's needed for the bitumen in the first place. So the question is, would I get enough... Would I end up with too much steam or not enough steam? It's gonna be one of the two. Either way, I can vent it or just supplement it with electric boiler or something. So, I don't think I'm gonna request that ash. I will need the filtration media. I will need a lot of pump jacks. Anyway, so yeah, let's throw in a super trasher here. Right there. Let's throw in strong side request extension. throw in, because that's for the filtration media, we'll throw in the fluid request. Why does it have tailings as an input? Wait, where am I input? Oh, never mind. That's just from the tailings we get out. For a separate situation. So we're gonna need quite a few fluid situations here. So we'll need an F requester. Yeah, for the naphtha, for the oxygen. Pressurized air vacuum we make on site. Yeah, everything else is made on site. So F requester. Need naphtha. I'll do the full 75,000. And then this is oxygen. And then we're gonna need FR fungible for cold steam. Fungible is water. Actual received is steam. And then yeah, and we may need to make more. There's a lot of steam in here. So we may need to have some strategy to make extra steam. We do get a lot out. Wait, what? Do we get more out than we're using? Wait a second. Where is that getting factored in? Does that cancel out with something else? That 750 is just not showing up in the output list, but it's also not getting canceled out in the input list. Oh, there's a little... Oh no, it is? Wait, that's cold steam. No, it's not getting canceled out. So we can use the steam we get from making syngas to pay for the steam we need to make the dirty syngas. So even though that's cold steam, we can use it that way. So really the total steam costs are a lot lower. It's just these three. Because that one's kind of free in a way. You get it back. But you get back hot steam when you only need cold steam, so there's definitely something to be gained there. Anyway, the other train stops that we need. So we've got the FR fungible to grab that. We've got naphtha, we've got oxygen. So now I need... What do we need? We're gonna also be requesting tailings, probably. Byproduct tailings. And we're gonna need to be providing a lot of things. We're gonna need, like... How many providers? I don't even know. It makes me think I should do the super trasher extension, but the problem is I don't know if I want all these to be exposed to the byproduct network, because we might actually have byproduct benzene at some point or something, which this isn't byproduct benzene. Yeah, so I think I just want normal F provider stations. But we're gonna need like 3 of them. I'll deal with what's what later. Do I need more than 6? I do need a super trasher as well, though, for like the byproducty things. So maybe I do 2 of those and then I do a fluid super trasher. I know flue gas will be one of them. I know Tailings is one of them. I know condensates is one of them, and then coke oven gas. Those are kind of all byproducts of this whole shebang. Okay, well that's a lot. That is a lot to handle. Wait, how did we? Oh, because I deleted it, right? Silly me. We're gonna need a lot of extra here. Yeah, if we moved that signal, I could fit another one in there, but anyway. I will need another rubber pot. Okay, that should get done eventually. By the way, how are we looking over here? Not good. Not good. Now I'm just out of iron again. What's the problem here? Do I need to... Oh, that's even providing it somewhat stacked. Oh, but then it gets unstacked here. You know, that's funny. I actually should remove this. It's not doing anything for me. It's only making things worse. Yeah, I don't really know what I can do other than a second belt. But even then, it doesn't look like... Oh, but we are making more than 15 iron a second. I forget how much we're making, but it's more than 15, isn't it? Yeah, we're making up to 24 iron a second. So... You know, let me go... I think we can make this better. Now that we have stacking to 3... Okay, run over here. Now that we have stacking to 3, I think we can improve this by putting one of each on each lane. Because now each lane is, what is it, 22.5 a second? So that's more than one building is going to be able to provide. So what I can do is just forget the... Let's see, we'll have to do shift that up, shift this up, rotate it. That's gonna break the fluid connections. Maybe I didn't need to rotate it. So what we'll do then is we're feeding the borax. This comes up. That goes into that square. And then this goes into this square. Which then just... That's borax. Okay, so... There's stacking on that side. And then this one needs to be stacking on the other side somehow. Perfect. That's what we want. Now we're talking. So now we'll have maximum density iron belt, so all of the iron could go on either belt, potentially. Okay. And that belt is unhindered, like, it's not going to get loaded and unloaded again, so it'll stay stacked all the way to the train. So that'll help. I'm also not sure, like, what all are these small parts doing? I mean, they're doing all sorts of things. My pipes here are using small parts. These circuits are... I probably should import circuits on trains. But shouldn't I just delete this whole situation? What is it still making that I even need? Drill heads? Oh, wait a second. Did I... Am I making drill heads on site for niobium? It's been so long since I've even thought about niobium. No, I meant to be importing drill heads. Where am I making drill heads? Okay, we are making them on trains. Good, never mind, we're fine. Yeah, I mean, could I just remove all this crap? I know we don't have replacements for all of it at the auto mall, but we can add that in. Let's put that on our to-do list. Replace old sushi mall. That's definitely on my to-do list. Just completely replace this whole situation. So I no longer even visit. We've got our new AFH stuff at the auto mall. We've got all of the little bits and bobs at the auto mall. Auto mall will become the center of the base, which means I should really be expanding more to the north, because the auto mall is kind of gonna be the center of like where bots have to come to grab stuff a lot of the time. So we want to expand more north and around here. This is kind of the future of the base rather than down south. This is probably the extent of how far south I'll come. I'll try to not come more south. Anyway, this stuff is getting built. Oh, we still don't have enough trains as well, because these need to go on to automatic. There we go. Should have enough trains now, huh? 6 more at your disposal. How many trains are we up to? We are up to 36 trains. Well, really 35, because there's the Zen Garden one. Nice. And I'm guessing they're breaking because of this. Yeah. Okay, so we need to add in some other stuff here. Right there. There. Boom, 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 boom. These need to be that 2-directional one. And then we need to make sure that we're wired up. So otherwise that wouldn't work right either. Okay. So we should be fine once bots finish building that part. Might take a hot minute. And then I also want to add in some lamps here. I mean, we're getting things done. It might feel like we're lagging behind and things aren't going well, but they are. Trust me. This progress is good progress. And look at iron. Just look at our iron flowing. It's beautiful. Absolutely magnificent. I also can't believe that these blocks I pre-designated for metals were like not quite big enough. I mean, what did I do? 100 by like 44 or something? 100 100 by 50? Yeah, 100 by 44. That's like not quite big enough. They almost need to be like maybe 120 by 60. If I were to do it again, I would make them... Now, to be fair, a lot of them are way smaller. I mean, look at nickel. But most of them are far bigger. And where's zinc right now? Is the only zinc I'm making down here? It might be. We might need to make a real zinc plant soon. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so what was I in the middle of doing? I feel like I had a thought and then I lost it. By the way, are circuits working again? If we have batteries? I think they are. And batteries are running. Oh, that's using, speaking of zinc, I may need to add in zinc processing. Huh. We could load... Oh look, I have stations right here, even. Who knows what I was gonna do with those. We could load the zinc in right here. Easy enough. And then... I haven't ever even built a zinc processing chain, but I assume we have at least zinc stage 2. Oh yeah, we had that a long time ago. I mean, stage 0 I think you start with, and then stage 1 you can already process it a step. But it costs iron. I guess that's kind of annoying, but then yeah, stage 2 you get to the molten stuff. You do need some heavy oil. Good thing is we have tons of heavy oil. Tons of heavy oil. Wait, how do I have this many condensates? Am I making more condensates than I can process? Yeah, I am. These are constantly running. Well, I mean, that's a good problem to have. That means that we've got all the refined natural gas we could ever want. Well, no, sorry. We never use refined natural gas. That's not a thing. What we use... Oh, hold on. Oh my gosh. Wait. Blue science. Okay, I was about to be like, we should be using this recipe. Ref nat gas is free, but yeah, ref syn gas from ref nat gas doesn't come to a blue science. So we'll definitely do that eventually. But yeah, right now we're just doing the... So naphtha is essentially infinite. Formaldehyde is essentially infinite. BTX is essentially infinite. So that's really good. And we're also getting a lot of cold steam from this too. Like that's a really important point. And so the cold steam, I don't know how much. This says 350 a second if it was running full time, which it's not quite. But that's a lot of free cold steam too. More zinc. Should I start doing more zinc now? Let's at least plan it out. Zinc. Plate. And I'll just go straight for the full molten zinc style, I assume that's going to be far, far better than anything else. You can always double check though. Wait a second. We need this one, that one. Okay, so 15 zinc ore. Compared to if we just did classic smelting. Wait, what did I do? That was weird. Okay, if we did ingredient input 15. There's a part of me that says screw it, let's just get more zinc ore. That is a lot of aromatics though that we're spending, but this is no joke on like iron and heavy oil. This is interesting. Okay, what about the other one? Let's see the middle ground. So if we do, wait, what am I doing? Zinc ore, filter by ingredient. Yeah, this one. Okay, so we're gonna need the iron on this one no matter what, because that's the first step of processing. But then that can be turned into grade 2, and then grade 2 can be smelted directly. So that's the alternative. Grade 2 makes 3 times as much. We still need the iron sticks, but we don't need the heavy oil and other stuff. So we double it by adding the heavy oil. How do I feel about this? Either way, we need 12 ball mills. I get twice as much zinc this way. The other option is, instead of using the heavy oil, what if I just mined twice as much zinc and had 2 sections of this? I guess I'd use more iron then, and we would need more aromatics to mine the zinc, because zinc is like 4 aromatics each. So for 60 aromatics, we could double our zinc instead of using 75 heavy oil. The aromatics are pretty free. They come from a lot of sources right now, the main one being the light oil. But they also come from naphthalene. If we really wanted it to, we're gonna get a bunch from tailings. We get some from tar if we want to do tar to light oil at some point, which then would get us even more from the light oil. And then tall oil, light oil also is a thing. So like we're gonna be swimming in aromatics. It's also interesting this one doesn't output tailings in any way. But all that to say, mining more zinc isn't that hard. So would I rather spend a little bit more iron or heavy oil? I think for right now, unless I need molten zinc for something else. Does molten zinc go in anything? We need it for silver zinc alloy, which is in yellow science. That's forever away. And we need it for this thing, which is also production science, purple science. So we don't need molten zinc for a million years. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna mine 2 belts of zinc then. I'm just gonna double down on this one. Maybe that's silly. That's a lot of iron though. Maybe that's a bad idea. That is 9 iron to make 9. That's 1 iron per zinc. Yeah. Maybe I should save on iron and just use the heavy oil. Okay, I've convinced me. I've convinced me, so we're going to need to smart pipette this. Poor Automall, it just finished. What did it even finish? The oil sands situation? It actually did finish it. I'm impressed. This Automall is a beast. Right, get rid of the extras. How did I end up with so many extra DDCs? What the heck? Oh no, 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 no. What am I doing? Oh no. They weren't extra DDCs. I'm a dummy. Well, okay, I need to turn that back on for a second. It only knows what's extra while the original's still on. I didn't do that in the right order. Okay, so as soon as this goes down to 0 requests, then we'll be done. And there we go. Okay, so now I can do the get rid of extras. There we go. Those were the only real extras. Then I turn this off. Okay, anyway, smart pipette on this one. To get that going. And yeah. Why don't we bring in zinc ore here? Zinc ore at the request station. Should I cut that? Because that could cause a problem. We're already 47 minutes into this episode. We'll also need to request iron with that. Some iron plates. That I will probably process on site into sticks. I wish I could alt-click on that. That would be so nice. And so then we'll need a provider station. To provide the result. I'll need a fluid request station. To request heavy oil. $75 a second. Do I need more than 31.25? 75 a second would be 7,500 for 100 seconds. Yeah, we probably need more like 50,000 here. And then we get the hot air, the borax, and the sand casting on site, and the limestone we can make on site too. Okay. And then is there a way I can easily... I forget, if you're already in input mode, can you get the additional... Let's see. Like, can I put this into its own block at the bottom? And switch the mode? And link it? Did that... I don't think that worked properly. What if it's above? Wait, what? Yeah. Yeah, because this whole block's in ingredient mode. I think I would have to do it outside on a separate block. Not a sub block. So like out on this layer, I would have to get the additional ingredient of limestone. Yeah, like that, and then make that its own block. And then those two blocks are combined. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I just wanted to see how many soil extractors we needed. It's only about 6. We can handle that. Everything else should be fine. The iron sticks, I guess. I need to address how many I need. Not for 27, but for 9. Need about 2. Slightly more than 1. Okay. And then we're also going to need to load in the zinc ore. We're going to need to get enough of these for 15, which I don't know if I have. Definitely not. And then we're going to need to import aromatics here. Aromatics. Okay. This can build out to here. No, that should be like over here. Right here. And then we can loop just to get it connected so that we can build onto this area. Okay, and then that times 2 is enough, so really just need a few more here. And then we'll need a splitter. And then that will come over and down. Because I do want all my ores and stuff to be on trains eventually, so this is kind of more the style of build that I want. Which is mining fluids in, ores out. And then that should connect the aromatics. And I guess we'll remove that one. So that should do it. Do we need anything else? Aromatics are in. Eventually there will be a splitter there. I mean, it'll take a couple trips. Don't get me wrong. That's annoying, but it'll be fine. And then I guess this needs to be merged. And yeah, I guess I don't want it to be a multi-provider. So unfilter these. Guys. No reason to have any of that. And then no locked slots. Okay. A train is stuck. Wait, what? Wait, what's up with this? Do I have a missing rail or something? What's going on here? Where even is this? They're both going to the same spot. Oh, is it this one? Super confused by what's happening here. Temporary trash provide 1. For which fluid? Tailings or maybe artificial blood. And then it wanted to go to here, which is not requesting tailings or artificial blood. So confused by that. But why are you stuck? I don't understand when this happens. What is going on? There's no break in the rail. If anyone can let me know in the comments, you get brownie points, because I don't know what's going on here. I don't know how these trains got stuck in the first place. Because they're empty. It changes them to manual when the train gets stuck. I don't really know what it was doing. It obviously was trying to pick up naphtha. But not from here. Because there is no naphtha here. Right? No, there's definitely no naphtha here. When I look at all the things that this is wired up to, there's only artificial blood and tailings. So I don't totally understand. The schedule part might be wrong. So I don't know. I think we just need to say automatic and call it a day. I don't really understand this. What? Why does it keep showing up as that? I'm so confused. Is a train actually coming here? That one's not. I'm really at a loss for what just happened. No idea. No idea. Anyway, I don't know how those trains got stuck. If anybody knows how those trains got stuck, let me know. It's possible that it was in the midst of constructing all this. They freaked out. That's definitely an option. So I could believe it was that. Okay, perfect. And now this is all getting built. So soon we will have our zinc ore being provided. And yeah, in the next episode, I think we'll finish up this zinc build. And yeah, it shouldn't be too rough here. Let's go ahead and get the zinc ore requested. 70 stacks. Yeah, we never built zinc. into here. So yeah, we'll build up. I did do the request, right? On the auto mall. There is a world where I add a, whatchamacallit? I forget what it's called, a bookmark? Onto my screen. Can I even do that? Is that disabled in Pi? Is that only a space age thing? I forget like how to add bookmarks even. But there's a world where I would bookmark the auto mall. I don't like the screen real estate being taken up by it all the time, but the auto mall in specific, I feel like I visit frequently. Okay, yeah, and then we needed soil extractor here. 6. Okay, so we get those loaded in. I'm still missing hydroclassifiers. Why is that? I'm out of small parts? Oh god. I'm out of iron again. Yo, here comes the iron. Jeez. Jeez. So much iron needed. We're at total 268. I still have 20 stacks free, so why don't we increase our iron buffer a little bit more? Like 32 stacks. Also, why did I request small parts here? We're not actually using, we're making small parts here. We're making our own small parts. So there's no need for that. Okay. So these are all working. It's just a lot of iron needed. Gosh. 7,000 small parts wasn't enough of a buffer. It's crazy to me. How is that even possible? I guess it's all these steam engines that we're trying to buffer. Yeah, steam engines get used in huge quantities. Well, that'll take a while. Anyway, it looks like other than some hydroclassifiers, we're almost done with what we need for zinc. And it might be a minute, unfortunately. Make sure iron's still running. Looks like we're short on borax. Now that I did not see coming. Borax, huh? So we're just not making enough. Okay, well thankfully that's easy to fix. Straight up vertical flip here. And there you go, more borax. And then muddy sludge comes out and merges there. Water input is 128, not super huge. I think we can afford it. I don't actually know though. Possible we're overtaxing our water here. But either way, get that accessible. So now the bots are coming with all of those buildings. And this can come down. Okay. Now that can process up to 8.5 raw borax. And I am only mining... Oh, I am mining 14.93 raw borax. Okay, we got plenty of raw borax then. Plenty of the raw borax. Alright, so that should fix the borax problem, and we'll work on zinc in the next one. As always, thank you guys for watching. Let me know what you think down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.